Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll use the ground game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Booker. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Vols are looking to keep this drive going. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powering through. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Booker. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a draw play.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. This will be down just on the other side of midfield. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw. It's Booker. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Makes a quick grab. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Volunteers line it up with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now here comes the point after attempt. kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Offense comes out to start this drive. And now the handoff. Fights off a defender. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Man, the defense took everything away. He tried to get to the inside, had to bounce it all the way to the outside, and then they took that away. He couldn't turn the corner. He was forced out of bounds for a loss.
Bringing pressure. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it, over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Vols lining up here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Booker. Quick throw to his receiver. No, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring out second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield.
That's the end of the first quarter. Tennessee 14, Alabama 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It tests the middle, but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The pass rush closing in. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now the offense dialing up a draw play, but it goes backwards. Not exactly what they were hoping for in that play call.
Cut quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Bama. He'll stroll into the end zone. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the football.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Booker. The tight end has got it. That's a nice gain to move the football up to the 27.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Booker. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Brings up third down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 14, set to kickoff.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great gain on the play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity to take a shot here. Important 2nd down play coming up. They're going to run it. Tackled, but 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Booker. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He'll go down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown. Tie. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Rifles this football to the left. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Dropping back, it's Booker. Lets it go quickly. It goes in for a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the defense wraps him up. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Fights through the tackle. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From the shotgun, drops back. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And they won't want another play, just to kneel down and head to the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He's back to throw again on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Return to pick six. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Fine time. Moving to his left. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. He'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage.
That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up.
And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Booker. He lets it go on the move. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Alabama. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. Just ran away from the defense.
Number 19 in the end zone.
Extra point try coming now.
Is on for the extra point.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period.
That ties the game.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Fires it on the move. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back. And near midfield.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Bama. They have battled back to go in front now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28.
That makes the score Alabama 35. Tennessee.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action here on first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. That sack sets up a second down and very long. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's a pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They weren't surprised at all. They make a great play.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The receiver's got it on the jet sweep on third down. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Has Goes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's running out of time here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're at 1st and goal.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense is still clicking. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only 1, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Alabama 49, Tennessee 35.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The QB throws his third pick of the day. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Here we go now, third and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Now they'll run it on the toss. Great cut there. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down. Movement here from the tight end. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Oh, what a move. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Now they'll run a draw play. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd had these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. They're setting out to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Alabama 56, Tennessee 35.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. First and 10 play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Tough running there. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really
powerful running into the secondary. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all about? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Touchdown, Volunteers. This offense really clicking.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the point after is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands. It's a fumble. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback will take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.